Hello humans, I'm the AlienDoctor, but you could call me Alien, and welcome back to another episode of AlienCraft Season 2. This is episode 20-something, maybe 26, I think? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's episode 26. So we're here in the AlienCraft Season 2 world, and I think I owe you guys a little bit of an explanation of the severe lack of AlienCraft that has been on my channel recently. So, in case it wasn't obvious, I've been focusing a lot more on Minecraft because Minecraft was the series that I enjoyed more and I guess performed better on YouTube as well. The only reason I prefer Minecraft is because obviously we're playing with people. However, my plan was to finish this AlienCraft season because I don't want to leave the season unfinished. However, it became a point where Minecraft was literally about to end, and obviously with AlienCraft I could stop the season whenever I want on AlienCraft because this is a single player world. On Minecraft it's a server, and we had decided I should say, that we were going to stop just before 1.18 comes out. That meant I really needed to finish my base. So at the time of recording, even though all the episodes haven't actually come out yet, at the time of recording, Minecraft Season 2 has actually ended for me, which is kind of weird to think about. But I basically wanted to finish my base for Minecraft before the ending, which meant I was just grinding Minecraft and kind of neglecting AlienCraft. My plan was to always have more Minecraft videos, but I wasn't expecting me to make an AlienCraft episode every 2 months or so, because that's, I'm pretty sure, what it's ended up being like. So yeah, I'm sorry about that. There will be more AlienCraft because I don't want to leave this series unfinished. However, there'll be less of it than Minecraft, especially when Minecraft Season 3 starts. So that is that. The next thing is, when are AlienCraft videos being uploaded? Because as I mentioned, IRL, or I don't know, not IRL. Basically, for me, Minecraft Season 2 has ended. However, I still have videos coming out about it, even though the season has ended, because I just did so much grinding. Now, you may not know this, but my upload schedule is every Wednesday and Sundays are currently reserved for beta videos, because obviously there's 1.18 betas coming out. So this obviously means that I'm uploading Minecraft every week, and I have like 4 Minecraft episodes, all fully edited, filmed and whatnot, ready to release. So each Wednesday there's going to be a Minecraft episode, but then where does AlienCraft fit into this? Well, I'm going to upload AlienCraft whenever, so I won't do double uploads. I'll never upload twice on the same day. However, I basically want to film AlienCraft videos when I have time, because at this current point in time, I have exams that I need to revise for and that sort of thing. So I'm also going to have less time to record in general. However, for the times I do want to record, I'll just record AlienCraft and then I will upload that whenever. So this isn't going to have, for now, until Minecraft Season 3 starts, or uploaded all the Minecraft Season 2 videos that I've already recorded. AlienCraft isn't going to have like a proper upload schedule just for a little bit. So yeah, these videos, some weeks there'll be loads, some weeks there won't be. Obviously, they probably won't last for too long because of Minecraft Season 3 starting soon when 1.18 starts. And AlienCraft Season 2 will actually carry on after 1.18, I've decided. This wasn't my original plan, but I made that plan before Minecraft was a server that I played on, I guess. So yeah, anyway. Hopefully that explains it. If it doesn't make sense, then make sure to check the pinned comment down below, because I'll just write everything in the pinned comment. And, you know, for something like this, it will probably make a bit more sense to read it instead of hearing me explain it rather badly. So anyway, that is the first thing that I needed to explain, which I would say I have hopefully explained it well enough. If not, obviously check the pinned comment. What about the next thing? Well, first of all, I want to point something out. So, at the end of the last episode, I died and lost everything in my inventory other than my armor, although I did lose my elytra. Now, you may notice this is named someone else's elytra, and you may be thinking, but Alien, this is a single player world, nobody else plays on here, and that is actually correct. Sort of. So whilst this is a single player world, there have been times when I've let my friends and brother come on here just like for a little bit. Like once my brother actually helped me. I think he actually helped me build part of the iron farm over there, transporting the villagers. So basically, I got him to log on and give me all of his stuff. So I now got a mix of some of my stuff that I've started working on getting back, and then some of his stuff. We're going to combine it and all that sort of thing to make it good. I don't actually need the armor, so we'll just put that down somewhere. I do need the helmet though. There we go. But yeah, all these tools is really useful to have. because, well, I kind of died at the end of last episode when I was AFK, which is not very good at all. But yeah, what I'll do is AFK at things like the gold farm to get myself an absolute ton of levels. That way we can obviously combine all this stuff, and I'll just be doing that in the background in between recording clips for this video. But anyway, it's been a while, but it is good to be back here on AlienCraft. So we've got like a couple of projects that we could do and are going to need to do. Now, the first one is updating this thing, that is the raid farm. So if we turn on the Trident Killer, then look over there, you will see that, well, the hopper minecart just got destroyed. Now, basically, the way that this used to work is the hopper minecart is trapped, basically, like, glitched inside of a leaf block, inside of the raid farm kill chamber. However, in a new update, tridents can now hit minecarts glitched inside of blocks. So we're just going to have to move the hopper minecart one below this. However, the designer of this farm, Silent Whisperer, has actually uploaded a completely new tutorial for it, which fixes a couple of other bugs. So at some point, we're going to need to almost entirely rebuild this raid farm, which I'm not particularly looking forward to. That'll probably be something I do on a live stream. The next thing is over here. This is sort of like my industrial district, I guess. So with this area, the thing that we need to change is the mob farm. So obviously this is just a general mob farm. This actually isn't a creeper only. It's not the most efficient, but I mean, it gets me enough items, you know? So I've actually already repaired it. However, we had the similar issue with the hopper minecart being inside a glitch block. Now I have actually fixed that now, and that means that we can just do this. So now what I've got is the hopper minecart on top of that normal hopper, which is just providing a way better collection system. As you can see, if we actually turn on the farm and kill a couple of the mobs, we should see items coming out of here like that. So that's like the only thing I've done in between episodes as far as I'm aware of. So last but not least, what did we do last episode? Because I think we need to re-jog our memories a bit, because let's be honest, it was a long time. So we built the exterior for the gold farm, which actually required a surprising amount of work, because I had to gather up all of the various resources that we needed to get the concrete and terracotta, including making this little temporary flower farm, which I have now made a tutorial on. So something that I can't remember if I did do or not with this gold farm is actually finish the sorting system. Like, is all the redstone for this good? The auto droppers, it looks like it is. Okay, so if I head up here and turn it on, does everything work? I guess, is the hopper minecart still there? So yeah, that's good. The hopper minecart's not getting destroyed. It looks like, is there meant to be another hopper minecart in there, or is there only meant to be one? I'm not sure, but I mean, all those items should get pushed into the single hopper minecart anyway, so it doesn't matter, I guess. And it's also good to see that this farm hasn't broken in any new updates. That's always a good sign. And oh my goodness, this farm is actually like really, really quick. It's meant to have like a minecart spinning around here so that you can pick up all the experience. I've never actually AFK'd here though, so I've never added that in. At some point we certainly need to though, because this is so overpowered, like oh my goodness. What it means is that we can combine these shovels. Actually, we don't even need to combine them, do we? Okay, well, we can rename this shovel then. Okay, so all of my tools and stuff have been renamed, and any that I had have also been combined. Obviously, I didn't die with my armor, like I didn't lose it. I did, however, lose the elytra, so we now actually have the elytra back, which is good news. I think we could turn this farm off now. I think we've got enough experience. Okay, so judging by that little test, I think the storage system did actually work, from what I can tell. So we should see, yeah, an absolute ton of golden stuff. Although, is the item sorter working? It looks like the item sorters... Oh, that was a minor issue with this design, apparently. I can't open those top chests. But has the item sorters actually worked properly? Because some of those chests didn't look like they had been sorted properly. And I remember building this on stream as well. So 41, 41. Okay, yeah, these are actually renamed as well. And then these two just aren't sorters. Okay. Maybe these N2 chests just aren't sorted because they were like from before I built the sorting system or something. I think that might just be it. But yeah, I guess we've got a ton of zombified piglin heads now, which is kind of cool. Like, I can wear them and stuff. So I think that's enough waffling. Let's actually... Wait, what? Have we got a blockage? We do. It looks like I blocked off the water whilst I was building the exterior of this farm, I think. Is it fixed now? Yeah, that looks all fixed. Okay, phew. I thought the farm had broken then. That could have been bad. Okay, so anyway, that's enough waffling. Let's actually get on with what we need to do in this video. So, first things first, let's just put this piece of concrete with all the other concretes. I know I had a shulker box on me that was full of concrete, unless I died with it. Maybe I died with my concrete shulker box, which is actually going to be really bad, because that means we're going to have to do some more concrete gathering. Oh dear. Well, anyway, we'll get to that problem when we need to. For now, let's just talk about what we actually need to do first. So what we actually need to do is finish the gold farm exterior, because it's not done yet. I don't really want to leave these portals on show like this. So yeah, we're gonna finish it up basically. However, there's a minor issue with the design, because as you can see, this side is flush with the portals, but this side isn't, and this side isn't flush with the portals, but this side is, which means we're gonna have to figure out some sort of fancy like design thing basically. The reason we're not centered is because the portals are in different positions, intentionally by the way. So the piglins are going to fall in this direction into that water stream. However, in this portal, they fall in this direction, which is why the portals are in different places and not like lined up properly. So we're going to have to come up with some fancy design to fix this. And I think I have a bit of an idea. However, I'm worried now that we've not got any white concrete left. So let's grab this shulker box and go check out if we have any white concrete left. Okay, so luckily we have a ton of gravel and sand if we do need to make some more concrete. But yeah, it doesn't look like we actually have any white concrete left, which is kind of a pain. I'm guessing I died whilst I had my shulker box full of white concrete and that despawned, because if you don't know what happened at the end of the last episode, I basically died and everything in my inventory, other than my armor, despawned. And the reason my armor didn't despawn is because it was picked up by a zombie, which killed me because I was AFK. Okay, so I've crafted up an absolute ton of white concrete powder now. So let's head back over to the area that we're building. I guess the main base, because, well, that's what that area is. And get on with the build. Hopefully we actually have the other stuff that we need, like terracotta and white stained glass, because I've had this design in mind for a rather long time. All right, we've got a ton of side terracotta, a ton of white concrete powder. Let's just get on with the exterior of the gold farm, and then we'll have the first building in our base completely done, which is very exciting. So let's get started. Whoa, 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 stop the music. Where's the time lapse? Hold on a second. Okay, so there has been a slight issue with my laptop, which is actually where I record all of my third-person time lapses from, in that my entire laptop has basically broken and I have lost all the files and I've had to reinstall Windows on it. And yeah, basically, long story short, I no longer have the time lapse where I built up the exterior for this thing. I also lost the clip where I like placed down this beacon. I already got it a couple of episodes ago when we built the wither skeleton farm, so it's not like I crafted it or anything today. But yeah, I also placed down this beacon over here so that I could actually mine the concrete and terracotta a lot easier, because I had to rebuild part of the section of the exterior because I did it wrong. But anyway, this is the exterior so far. So I have run out of white concrete to actually fill the roof. However, we're going to have this roof filled in, and we're actually going to have part of this redstone on show, because I don't know, I'm weird and kind of like it, I think, maybe, I don't know. And then if we take a look down here, I also ran out of white stained glass, but we're also going to have a white stained glass sort of ceiling in here as well. And then we also need to work on the interior. And okay, there is a creeper. That is why we need to work on the interior of this farm. But yeah, anyway, we're going to work on the interior for the building as well. So yeah, we still do have quite a lot to do. The time-lapse where the files got deleted was basically just me building the top part of the exterior for this farm. Where's my bed? Okay, there's a thingy. Zombie. Go away. Shoot. So overall, I quite like the look of this building. However, I actually have not finished it. I've just run out of materials, because I actually want to make these walls a little less sort of blank. Right now, they're quite big and empty, so I kind of have an idea of how to change it so that they actually look a lot more, well, nice. However, to do that, we're going to need some more concrete as well as some more terracotta. I think we still have terracotta. Oh, you know what? That's probably all that we actually have in terms of terracotta. We're also going to need some more glass for the thing that I want to do. Okay, yeah, so we're going to have to do like an absolute ton of resource gathering. Okay, so as you can see, we have collected a whole ton of sand, and I've actually got a bit smelting down at the base area already. We've also got a ton of terracotta and a ton of gravel as well, as you can see right there. So that marks the end of that time lapse. So now what we need to do is, first things first, craft up all the terracotta into cyan terracotta, because that's the color that we want. We don't really need the sort of normal default color of terracotta. And then also we're going to need to craft up an absolute ton of this gravel and an absolute ton of this sand into concrete, or white concrete to be more specific. I think we have some white dye in here. Yeah, we do. Okay, so if we craft all of this. Okay, so I've crafted up all the cyan terracotta, all the terracotta into cyan, or as much of it as I could, because we have run out of cyan dye. I need to go out and get some more black dye. We've also got some terracotta in here. I've started smelting down some sand into glass, and then we've got these two shulker boxes full of white concrete powder. So, yep, I've got a water bucket on here. Now, all we need to do is actually get started on making this thing look a lot more detailed. When I say a lot more, it's not going to look really, like, loads more detailed. It's just going to add, like, a couple of minor details in there to make it look a little bit less blank. However, I still want it to look somewhat blank because that's kind of the theme that we're going for. Okay, so here is the base, or I guess the gold farm. So I'll admit it's not massively good looking or anything, because I am not a builder person if you didn't already know that. However, I still like the way it looks, I think. I don't know. I'm not really sure how to improve it. I don't really like the bit at the bottom there, but I have no idea how I'm meant to make that better. I mean, maybe just adding one block lower on each side could help, like this. Let's see, does that help? You know what? I think I am going to do that on all the sides. However, I don't think it's a massive help, but I mean, it helps a little bit, maybe. I don't know. I'm not a builder person. This is hard for me. But either way, this is what I have done in an attempt to try and make this place look a bit nicer. Also, this tactic of placing the blocks is not working, is it? I personally don't think it looks too insanely bad. Sure, a better builder would almost definitely be able to do this better than me, but at the same time, you could say that about anything I build, and ultimately, that's going to be an issue with anything I build, because there'll always be someone that can do it better than me, so don't try and... Basically, the point of that entire rant was don't try and compare it to anything else or anybody else. This is like my own ideas. I've not based this off anything IRL or anything like that. I haven't even used reference photos, which I normally do. So, yeah, don't compare it to anything because nothing can really be compared to it, seeing as I just completely made it up. Okay, but anyway, I think that adds in a little bit more detail without adding in too much detail and also not making it look completely like flat or whatever, because beforehand it looks kind of flat and empty. So I still need to fly up here and then place in all of the white concrete for this roof as well, and then also the white stained glass for the ceiling down there. And I don't really know why I decided to do it like this, I just have, so yeah. Okay, so now that we have done that, the only thing left on the gold farm other than actually finishing the roof is doing the interior, which we'll either do later on in the episode or just next episode, because we have worked quite a lot on the gold farm. And the interior is a quick thing, which I'll probably end up doing in between episodes or something, because it's quick and easy. What I want to get done is actually the wall, because as you can see, the wall is literally still not finished. How is it still not finished? We've been working on this base for a matter of months. Well, I guess technically we have been working on it for a matter of months. However, if you include the amount of episodes that I've been working on it, it's been not that many. But either way, we need to get these walls done because, yeah, they just look so bad because they're not finished right now and I don't want them to look bad. Okay, so I have a ton, well, actually not a ton, really not that much at all in the grand scheme of things. It's not going to fill up the wall or anything, but it's at least a start, and we've got some more stone smelting over there whilst I'm getting on with this. So hopefully whilst I'm building, more materials will be smelting on the way. But yeah, I'm just going to get on with this wall, making it 4 blocks high. Yeah, 4 blocks high. And then there will actually be an extra layer or 2 of iron bars on top of this, but we haven't started placing them in yet, although I might actually start placing them in whilst I'm waiting for the blocks to smelt, possibly. Anyway, I'm just going to get on and do that, and then I will come back to you when I have some progress to show. Okay, so in terms of the wall itself, it's now completely done. All I'm going to do now is the terraforming, and then we should have a completely finished area for us to begin building the next few buildings on our base, or in our base, I guess. Also, I'm considering extending this wall a little bit because looking at the sheer size of the gold farm, I'm worried that we're actually going to run out of space pretty quickly because I intend on building some buildings that are considerably bigger than this one here. But anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and remove like random dirt patches like this and just generally do a bit of terraforming to make the landscape look a little more natural in some places and a little more flat and industrial in others. So as you can see there, and then all the way along here, I think I've finished the terraforming for the area surrounding our wall. The kind of idea of this is not to make it look like I've had to flatten out all of this area manually. So when we have actually put in all the buildings, I'll start making the area look less flat. We've kind of just flattened it out so that we can build on top of it a lot easier. However, the outside, we're not going to do that much building on. So I wanted to, kind of make it look a lot more natural. So that's kind of what I've done with things like this thing. I don't know. I'm not a builder person. I don't terraform often. So now in terms of terraforming for the bit around the wall, all that we actually need to do is this part of the wall. So basically the back part of it. So just to show you how much terraforming we did for the flatness of this, you can actually see we've got a 2-block gap underneath there. And then we've also got the original landscape. Landscape? I've just invented a new world. World? Word. I can't speak today. Anyway, as I was saying, so we have kind of, yeah, you can see there the original landscape over there. And I've kind of just made it a lot higher so that I can build on top of it. But we obviously, it would look a bit weird if our base was floating. So what we're going to do is what I've already started doing over here earlier, apparently. When I say earlier, I mean a couple of, months ago at this point. But yeah, we need to basically flatten out this area, or not necessarily flatten it out, just kind of do what we did over the other side, which is make it look a lot more natural. So we're going to do some more natural terraforming But yeah, this isn't going to look super interesting in a time-lapse, so I'm not going to time-lapse it or anything. It's literally me just filling in dirt layers. It's incredibly boring. This is me placing dirt, feeling bored, attacking zombie that burns, and there's a skeleton over there. That skeleton is literally the most interesting thing of this entire experience. And now the skeleton is literally shooting at me, so I mean, at least that makes this entire experience considerably more interesting. Ow, I've fallen in a hole. And now the skeleton is burning. They're literally my only friends, and they're dying. I have no other friends to help me through this incredibly boring task of placing in many dirt. I mean, just look at how boring this is. This sound for the next hour of my life. I mean, it does make it a lot nicer that Bedrock has slightly broken block placement, but still, this is gonna take a while. And literally all it is this. There's like barely any creative work involved. It's literally just the same thing over and over again. Or even better, it's not like there's even any technical work involved. It's literally just this over and over again. Like, this isn't gonna produce me mobs. If I build a fancy new mob farm over there, then I'll get all the gunpowder I need. But no, instead I'm building this flat dirt thing. I mean, it's not gonna be flat, but still, I'm building it still. Oh, and now there is a spider and a zombie attacking me. That literally the most interesting thing that has happened to me so far of building this entire thing, because it is an incredibly boring thing. So boring that I'm not going to time-lapse it, in fact. Yep, just still building away, still placing the dirt blocks. I mean, I've nearly run out of dirt blocks, but I've got plenty back at their base. And I'm now auto-clicking the dirt out of this chest and auto-clicking the dirt back into the shulker box and doing the same thing again and again and again. Who would have thought? Okay, so I have finished a pretty good amount of this. Obviously, I still need to add a little bit of detail, like add a bit of raised ground in places. However, we do have a slight issue of there being a lot of mobs in this area, as you can see. And oh dear, I'm about to die. Well, anyway, we'll just leave those guys there. We'll maybe light it up in the future or something, but for now it can just stay there. It'll be fine. And yeah, anyway, so that's basically the terraforming for the areas around the fencing completely done, other than possibly over there. I actually need to check if I've done over there, but anyway, we've just got this area over here and then this over here, and actually we should probably make this not look as flat, so I'll fix that later. And then something else that I'm going to do is bone meal all of the outside area, or a good amount of it, maybe not all of it. We do have an absolute ton of bones from the mob farm and the bone meal farm over there though. And yeah, okay, that area has been terraformed earlier. I couldn't remember if I'd done it. But yeah, that's pretty much it regarding the actual terraforming itself. And I'll probably bone meal it in between episodes or something. I don't know. So, yeah, I might not even bone meal it yet. I don't know. But anyway, thank you ever so much for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe today to join the Alien Empire. I'll see you in the next video coming soon. Bye.